Okay, we are live and direct on Twitch and YouTube. This is Anything Goes, and I'm George, and it's my best bud,
Jonathan, of course, and you guys can follow me on JFBA on pretty much all the platforms.
Just that's it, huh?
For now.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
I kind of figured, George, you don't need a finger anymore.
Okay, and on to our first subject. This comes from CNET, and it is MySpace reportedly loses 50 million songs uploaded over 12 years.
Good old MySpace.
You old enough to even had a MySpace?
Gee, George, I was using MySpace when I was trying to pick up some girls while I was using MySpace, man. I used MySpace when it was popular. When they used to make songs and everything else about MySpace.
You better not let your wife hear us talking about that.
Well, actually how I met my wife is through MySpace. I had a friend. He was talking to her god sister, and through on. Then somehow he got us hooked up with my wife, which is now my wife. And then we started talking on MySpace, and we met up, and then years later, here we are. 2 kids in the house and everything else.
Still talk to him?
Fortunately, no, I think he passed.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, I learned about it years and years ago.
Yeah, I used to get on MySpace, and it's sad. I don't remember why I stopped. I don't remember if I had to find my MySpace, I don't think I could.
I tried to find mine a long time ago because I was going to snatch some pictures off of there. Because a lot of people don't remember or don't know that I used to have braids, and I used to have like real long hair, and I got pictures on there. And unfortunately, I can't get into it anymore, so I forgot long ago what it was. But I remember the best thing about MySpace, you can have tracks planned. You have like different graphics and stuff. Like on mine, I had like FBA, like trickling down like rain. It was like in red, and then I forgot what song was playing. I think it was Make It Rain or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what was playing. Or it might be some slow jams or something. But as soon as you go on someone's page, the music will hit, and that was like the best thing about it. You can have like a custom background and stuff like that. I wish Facebook would do it, man. That'd be pretty cool. But it was nice, man. It was pretty dope. You could tell a lot about someone's page just by going on their front page. You can tell a lot about the person. It was real nice. It was real nice. And then after that, man, MySpace just died, man. It was mainly just used for a lot of artists and stuff. They use it for like to promote their music and stuff like that. But other people don't. No one really used it anymore. I used to use it to like talk to friends, try to hook up with girls and stuff like that. But other than that, man, I haven't heard about it until this article. Sorry, MySpace. I know you helped me with a big part of my life, but long forgotten.
Yeah,
sorry,
you're dead to me now.
Yeah, pretty much. It's all about that. It's all about Facebook now.
Well, I do remember what brought me over from MySpace to Facebook was one thing, was the games.
I didn't transition over to Facebook. I actually didn't have like anything for a while. I didn't want a Facebook or anything. I wanted to stay away from MySpace, Facebook, and all that. The only thing I don't know what I had, because they didn't really have a lot of stuff like they do now. I didn't have anything. I literally just like either If I knew you, I knew you. If I didn't, I didn't. I just text you or talk to you on the phone or something like that. And I didn't really use any social media platforms then. I think Twitter was out. I think it was out. I never really. I think I hated Twitter then. Because I really didn't understand it, and I kind of still do hate it. But I understand a little bit better than I do now. But whatever.
Well, I'll be honest with you. There's only one reason why I have a Twitter, and this goes back to my Dungeons and Dragons video that I've been working on. It's been on hold now for about 3 months, and
Yeah.
I really need to get back to it. Because, I did lose some things, but actually I got a lot of it back because I did work on it. But there was a guy I did a video for that he interviewed me, and he was from Europe, and his name is Lee Bindings. And he has something to do with Doctor Who and all that, a lot of the European shows. But he called me and interviewed me. I recorded it. I burned it onto 2 CDs and mailed it to him. And when they received them, because there wasn't a mark on it, somebody marked on it and marked the wrong side, marked right over the video. So I had to pack 2 more up, and good thing I didn't delete the footage and ship them off to him. But there's an interview on the 6th disc of a Dungeons and Dragons series that was released in Europe that I'm interviewed on. I was a lot younger than what I am now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you find that if you can find it. It's probably in like Goodwill stores would be the only way you can find them.
Probably. I'd be looking forward to it if I can ever get my hands on it. I'm definitely curious now.
Well, I have it. That was my payment. He sent me a box set and a couple other DVDs, which was nice. I mean, that's...
Oh, if you find it, you should download on a computer and send it to me.
Actually, you can watch the interview on YouTube.
Oh, you have the interview?
No, I don't. But if you, I'll send.
How about you send me the link later?
Yeah, I'll send you the link after the show.
All right, cool.
But that was a very long time ago. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about what happened to your hair or lack of.
I don't know. I got a haircut. What do you think happened? It didn't just fall out. Cut my hair and got it cut into a mohawk. See, it's pretty cool. It's a new style. It's my first time ever trying it. So, some people like it. Some people, I got more goods than bad. So, I kind of like it. It's kind of a new look and kind of a new style. It's starting to get hot. So I didn't really want a lot of hair, man. It's starting to get hot out there. But it's funny because, of course, when I cut my hair, then good old Ohio, the next morning it was like freezing cold.
Well, that's...
So I just feel it like in my head. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, well, that's the way it usually works around here.
Yeah, because when I got it cut, it was like warm outside. The sun was shining, and it was like almost 60 degrees. Got my hair cut, and then I was like, okay, it's gonna be, I'm good. Next thing you know, the morning comes, I go put my door on the bus, and then as soon as I open the door, the air hits my head. I was like, oh God, I kind of regret it.
Yeah, that's one thing about Ohio. When you think you're ahead of the game,
nope,
you get thrown back underneath the bus.
Yeah, Ohio loves this cold weather, man. I don't know what it is. It loves it. It loves it. It thrives on it. And I think we're supposed to get the S word on I think Sunday. I think it was said.
That's it. Show's done. Okay.
I didn't say the S word, but
you said the S word. I know what you mean.
If anyone from Ohio ever watched the stream, they know what the S word is. It's very frowned upon, especially during like spring. We don't really like to use the word because it can happen anytime here.
Yeah, well, I mean, just because it's spring here, that don't mean squat.
If you guys are watching the show and you can't know what the S word is, just take the only S word and put winter to it, and then you should be able to figure it out.
Unless you
S,
come
yep, S word, then winner. You should be able to figure out what it is.
and
And flakes. And flakes. There you go. 3 hints. No more, because I'm not trying to even say the word. You got just 3 hints. You should be able to figure out what it is.
I'm offended. Speaking of being offended, I know we said we probably won't touch on politics, but you know what? There's just some things that are just too good.
I don't think I got that memo.
Well, Devin Nunes sues Twitter for allowing accounts to insult him. This comes from the New York Times. Now, do you know who Devin Nunes is?
No, I really don't follow any of them.
Devin Nunes was the big Trump guy that, oh no, there's nothing wrong here, no, nothing to see here, no, everything's wonderful and great, and what a wonderful guy. And even though we all know Trump's a moron.
Yeah.
And but Nunez was one of his chief supporters, and he apparently is just a little snowflake and doesn't like being criticized, and because he's a public figure, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Being a public figure, they have to listen to the complaints.
Of course. That don't mean they always take it in consideration.
No, but you know what? You don't have the right to go, okay, I want to listen to you, and you, but not you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah. You represent all these people, so you have to listen.
Yeah.
You wanted to be in that position, this is what you get. And that's your job. That's not just Republican, that's Democrat too.
That's just everywhere in general. If you're a public figure, you sign up for that. That's pretty much what you sign up for. To talk to the people, to listen to the people, to take in consideration what they're saying. Public figure or even public speaker, almost the same thing. The only difference is, public figure can be a politic, entertainer, anything like that. But public speaker, like me and George, can go to like a high school and then talk to them about success and whatever. And say if we did get offered to go to a school and talk to people about success or what to look forward to in life and everything, and we can't just say, all right, we'll take the first row, and then the second row we ain't gonna talk to y'all. Then the third row, and we might talk to the third row. But the first row, you definitely get all the questions. You can't do that because it's not right.
Yeah, I don't think any school's going to have us in there about success, and not unless.
you know what I mean. I said.
I knew. Not unless both our channels start skyrocketing and we get about 5 million users.
I don't even need 5. Just give me 1, or say we get invited to just talk about Sears' downfall or something. You never know.
They would absolutely never do that. And can you figure out why?
I really don't want to think about it.
Yeah, well, they'd have to have a 9-second delay, and it would involve a button that would put a beeping sound.
Oh yeah,
certain words.
They won't want us talking about Sears, but anyway, that's just an example. Yeah, you can't be a public figure, a public public person. Just pick certain people to talk to and certain people you don't want to hear from, and hear from a certain group. You can't do that because you pretty much you sign that paper. You listen to all people. You listen to all the complaints, all the concerns. You take that in consideration. Then you make your decision or whatever is going on. You can't just go into one group, because that becomes discrimination and everything.
And that's exactly. I mean, it's when you become, especially when you're a politician, you don't represent, just like Tim Ryan. That's our local representative. He just doesn't have to listen to me or you or certain other people. he has to listen to everyone that is a part of his jurisdiction, who he represents. A part of his district, not jurisdiction. He's not a cop. But, and as a politician, if you want to continue to be successful, you have to listen to both sides, because there might be something great on this side, but there might be something great coming from this side too.
Yeah, definitely. And another example is like George said, we become like YouTube stars, and we set up a meet and greet at like Eastwood Mall. We can't just sit there and say, okay, I can shake you guys' hands, but you guys behind him, I don't want to shake your hand. But the next person behind you, I'll shake your hand. Or George be like, I just want to shake all the girls' hand. That's it. No guys. No, I ain't worrying about all that. You can't do that. You can't do that, because that's discrimination, and it's just not right.
Well, I don't swing both ways.
Shut up, George.
Hey, somebody's got to point this stuff out.
Yeah.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to be looking on the stream on YouTube, would you?
I can.
Go ahead, because it's green. It's looking good, as far as I could tell.
If it's looking good, why you want me to check?
Because I want you to check.
All right, fine.
I want you. It would just help to make sure that, because I changed the settings, and I'm certain I got everything right. But I want to make sure, because before, YouTube would always tell me yellow, like with Restream. Yeah, Restream.io.
Yep, that's up there. I'm looking at it now.
But
looks good. Looks real good.
But I see. Well, here's what I've done is I got a new camera, and that's why I look much more spectacular than I usually do. Yeah. Okay.
You got that 4K, right?
Yeah. I'm not putting my.
No wonder I can see all the gray hair on you now.
It's still high def. Actually, because
high def, see the gray.
Well, it's.
I'm sorry, Judge.
You're fine. There's no point in streaming 4K, not when I'm this little box about that big. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't really make a difference.
Right. So I put this at high def 1080, and the whole thing is 1080 total. So it even scales it down from that.
Drop my phone.
But the reason I'm asking you to watch is because now we're broadcasting at 60 frames per second.
Sweet.
So that, and I think I've got the settings set, and I think I've got them right. To me, on Twitch and YouTube, it does look good, but it's still, I didn't get to test it. I mean, I did test it, and I tested it for about, I want to say it was like 9 minutes. But for those of you who don't know, was it the last stream or the stream before?
I think it was the stream before.
Yeah.
It just went down. It was just downhill from there. It was all bad.
Oh, it was all bad, and it was only if you were to watch that video and just walk and turn the monitor off and walk away. It's a great video. It's a great audio stream.
Yeah, you can definitely hear audio.
Yeah, but
if it was just a regular podcast, if it was just with no camera on, then it works great. It sounds great.
Yeah, but that wasn't the intention. I don't know what happened that day, but it was just horrible.
Maybe one of these days, George, we got to record the audio as well, and then maybe we can post it onto a podcast site or something.
I can. We might be able to do that, to restream to another source, just the audio portion.
Yeah, that way we can have like a actual like podcast for people who don't want to watch. They can actually just listen.
What you're saying? I'm ugly. They just don't want to see me because what? Because I'm white.
Oh, George, people can't drive and watch you.
Because I'm white. That's why.
Or people who doing the laundry, they can't do the laundry and watch. You know, they can hear and can listen.
Well, they can put us on YouTube or Twitch and just
Or,
listen.
or if they want to be at the gym doing exercise, they don't want to watch. They just want to know, be in their own zone and listen.
I don't want people knowing that I'm listening to George and Jonathan.
So if you guys do watch it, the next stream we're going to try to set something up and find out a site that you guys can go and actually just listen to the podcast.
I know.
Watching. So we're gonna figure that out and get it going for listeners, just the listeners and watchers, because we might have some blind people might want to listen. So whatever. We're really trying to get that going. That's gonna be something else we're gonna add to it. And so if you guys want to see that, leave a like. And then we're definitely dead going regardless. So you can like or not, but
no, just subscribe to both of us. Just subscribe to both of us.
oh yeah, but either way, we're still gonna get it going. That way we can get the listeners and the watchers and whatever.
So boy, did we get off on a tangent on that. That's why it's called Anything Goes, because just
Never know.
Never
know
what's gonna happen. And it was about a month ago. I did a video on Article 13.
Oh yeah, I remember that crap.
On how wonderful it was going to be for European creators. Well, guess what? What is Article 13? The EU's directive, new copyright plan explained. And this comes from Wired in the UK. Ooh, I better get rid of that. They might, because they got this new Article 13. They passed it.
Wow.
Yep. Fortunately, it impacts us by that much.
Still.
Not at all. But it's like, what it is go watch my video to find out what it now. The very Cliff Notes version, because what I did was I sat down, I read it and interpreted it. And what it is the very Cliff Notes version is, in the United States, YouTube lives in what's called a safe harbor. And what that is YouTube's not responsible for the content that we upload. We are. You're for what you upload, you're responsible. For what I upload,
YouTube.
I'm responsible.
Pretty much YouTube, or if you look at it, YouTube is the parent and we're the kids. But we're like teenagers. We're 18. We can do what we want, and they're not like watching us or nothing. If you can look at it like that.
But every once in a while, to use your analogy, Dad comes around and says, "You need to discipline Junior because he's used some stuff that belongs to me."
Yep.
And as long as YouTube goes over to Junior and swatches bottom, then everything's cool. It's if YouTube doesn't do that, then YouTube is liable. They lose their safe harbor. Well, in Europe, what they've done is they've reversed it. If copyright infringing a video is live on the platform, if YouTube and or the creator doesn't have a license for that work, not only is the content creator liable, sorry, my eyes itchy, so is YouTube. And that's what's so bad about that directive for the UK. Now, we're not that big that we don't have people watching us in the UK.
Not yet.
Not yet, but who knows if, what they may do, what YouTube may do is put it so videos within the in the UK states are only kept in the UK states. They won't go out of that area, but then it would be like the Great Wall of China. Can't get, stuff from the United States also won't be able to get into there either.
Yeah, and that'll be bad for Us, especially if you want to grow your audience, even more. Because the U.S., we can stream, or anyone in the world can watch our stuff. Anyone in the world can watch our stuff. Um, but if you upload here, anyone in the world can watch. If you upload in the UK, um, it's very strict, and you got to be careful what you put up there, because the one thing you don't want to do is pretty much, piss YouTube off. That's what you don't want to do. That's probably the last thing you want to do. If they have an issue with something, if it's something you can fight, then fight it. If it's something you did wrong and it's not even worth fighting, don't fight. Just let it go, because you don't want to fight, especially with someone when you get to a point and they start feeding you. Pretty much, they pay you, they put ads and stuff. They're pretty much your silver spoon, and you don't want to rip that from you, especially if you end up, like a lot of people end up doing, they quit their jobs, and this is what they do. This is their job. They work. They get up every day and record a video, and YouTube pays them. That's how they make a living. And if
Yep.
they did, say if they was in the UK and then this happens, then they get in their little debate or dispute, and then they piss YouTube off. You know what happens to pretty much your job that you put so much up for?
You get fired.
Done. It's pretty much getting fired.
Yep.
You're done.
Yep.
And if you did this stuff for years, if you did YouTube for years, you can't put that on your resume.
Only if you're
'cause-
going for a job at McDonald's.
I mean, even if you're going for that, you can't just put YouTube on your resume. YouTube is big, but to most jobs, to them, it's not a job. It's not a job. It's not something they want to see on your resume. You can't say if you have a girl and then you want to meet the parents and you're a big YouTuber and their parents don't know nothing about YouTube. You can't just say, "Oh, hey, and you're the dad, of course, good old dad's going to ask you what you do for a living." You can't just go up to him, "Oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber." He gonna be like, "Okay, what is that? What do you do? What is that?"
He's probably just gonna laugh, just like
"Oh,
I
I
do.
just make videos, put them up on the internet." You think you'll get his approval right then and there? No.
No.
So it's just not something you can just put on your resume, because some people just look at it like, "Hold on, what the hell?" I mean, I watch this now and then, but you can really work for this? You used to work for YouTube? Like, well, technically, they can't just call YouTube up and say, "Hey, we gonna use you as a reference."
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, well, you can look at my channel.
Yeah, you can look at my channel, but pretty much the article is just it's not right for the UK creators. It's not in their favor. It's pretty much what he's saying.
Oh no.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Compared to we have it gold right now, because it's like he said, it's reversed. We're responsible, we're liable for whatever we put up, and if something does happen or someone reports your video, they will take a look at it. And if they have a problem with it, they will contact you and they will take it down or whatever. They'll take the necessary actions to get whatever done, because like I said, you don't want to piss YouTube off. And if something comes up and you don't comply, it's not good if you want to try to fight with them, man. It's really not. This is a $1 billion company, and they have enough creators where you're just a speck on a wall.
Yeah. But there's a different way to get money out of Google, which leads to our next story. How this scammer used phishing emails to steal $100 million from Google and Facebook. This comes to us from CNBC. And this guy, of course, wasn't in the United States. I forget where Romanian, something like that. But it was very easy what he did. He would just send a bill. He's Lithuanian. He would just send them a bill saying, I'm a contractor, blah, blah, blah. You owe me $1,500, whatever. And they would just pay it.
I don't laugh at it. I mean, um, it's funny, but it's not funny.
I think it's hilarious. I mean,
I mean, it is, but it ain't because you got to look at their point. After they pay this person and they figure out like it's not really where it's going. Got to imagine like how frustrated or upset and worried like they will be. So I mean, it is funny, but I feel bad for the people that's actually paying them.
well, it's Facebook and YouTube. They have the money to spare. But I mean, this guy's facing jail time,
Yeah,
which I
that's.
get it, but it's
I mean, I hope he put some of that no in the duffel bag and buried it somewhere so he can have it when he gets out.
oh no, he had to give that back, or at least whatever he had left.
Oh man, he didn't do it the right way then.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. This
He
guy's
didn't do it
just
the right way.
yeah. He's done. Just stick a fork in him. He's
Come on,
absolutely
man.
done.
Don't you watch Criminal Minds and stuff? You should have this stuff in place already. You should know if you was gonna face jail time, you take some of that money, stash it somewhere, and you good. But no, of course, whatever. You just thought you was gonna get away with it all, and you didn't make no backup plan. That's sure stupid. I mean, you can be smart all you want to get these companies, but you also got to be smart enough to make a backup plan. And just in case, in the back of your mind, you can say, okay, if this fails, where can I go on? That's the thing, man. People, that's what even companies and everything. A lot of people don't look at that. You can be successful and everything. You can have all this money and a lot of this success, but one day that tree can fall. That can be the end of it. So you have to have. If you're smart enough, you have a backup plan. If it goes south, what do? You because unfortunately, like this guy didn't have a backup plan, or most companies don't have a backup plan. It goes down. What they do? File for bankruptcy. Next thing you know, they really don't have any money. No one really cares about them anymore. Whatever. No, you need to have a backup plan, just in case it does happen, and you want to make uprise again, like Toys R Us is trying to do. I don't know, man. Whatever.
Well, here's the thing is, yeah, this guy's going to face jail time, but the people that actually just and wrote out the check and mailed it off to him, I wonder if they're still working.
Probably not.
I mean, the article doesn't say, of course, but
I mean, if they are, then man, you got lucky. But if not, I'm sorry that you fell for this. It's a live and learn, man. I guess. To me personally, if I was working somewhere, I wouldn't feel comfortable just throwing that money to anyone at all. Especially me, I'm just a curious person in general. I will just go ahead and see like where it's going and everything, especially a big chunk like that. I'm not just going, all right, whatever, and just do it. I'm too curious to just do it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have some. Is this real?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's many people that this isn't the first time that Google's received a bill from someone that had nothing to do with them.
I mean, it's a lot of times, a lot of us just, pay something without thinking. Like when we go in the store and they say, oh, if you want to donate $1 to whatever, we got it. Yeah, go ahead, donate it. But if we go in the store and they be like, hey, you want to donate $100 to us? You be like, hold on, I want to hear more about this. I'm too curious. I mean, you probably will have some people. Oh yeah, go ahead, donate it. I whatever. That's pretty much what happened. Me, I'm too curious. Like, hold on. Let me get a pamphlet on this. Let me do us a little bit more reading and see this is where it's actually going. So that's just me in general. Like, I'm just a curious person, and if we go to a certain point, I want to do my research and everything before I actually, pretty much put my investment into that.
Well, speaking of, getting a bill, but this is actually not a bill, but anyway, you remember, did you get the MoviePass that Chris was talking about?
I had it. Hold on, let me put my headphones in here. All right, can you hear me?
No. Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
I just
Why
said,
you lied to me? I start freaking out. Like, hold on, let me check something. Um, but yeah, I had the movie pass. When did I have it? I think it was last year. A little bit sometime last year. I think I got like in March of last year. And I think I used it to go see uh Ready Player One, and I also used it to see I think Black Panther.
well, Cleveland.com MoviePass brings back a movie a day for $9.95 plan, but there's also a catch.
There's always a catch with them now.
Well, yeah, you're not seeing it the first day. You're not seeing it if the theater is half full. You're not seeing it. Um, and then there's only so many you can see per month because they were losing money.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was good, man. It was a good plan. $10 a month. You could see any movie you wanted, and then they was working on their downfall when they started restricting some things and stuff like that. I was like, know what? I'm out. I am not. This is make me too uncomfortable because it's starting to get too restricted. If you never had Movie Pass, the way it used to work, you pay $10 a month. You can go see whatever movie you want as long as it's standard edition, no 3D or 2D, none of that. As long as it's standard, you can see any movie you want. Any once a day. Once a day, you can see any movie you want. Unlimited. You can go. So you can go for like a whole month. If you go like every single day for 30 days, that's 30 movies. Even they used to be, you could be used to be able to watch the same movie over again. So you can see 30 movies for 30 days, for $10, just for $10 a month. And
That's if you really want to be a critic.
I mean, it was
Movie
great.
critic. You could really nitpick everything at that point.
Literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go to a movie and see something you really don't care about seeing. You can just because you already pay for it and you ain't paying nothing to get in. You just say you want to watch it. They put the funds on the card. Just go in, swipe the card. You're good to go, and then you go in and watch it. Of course, you still got to pay for your popcorn and stuff. But it was great. It was great when it out, and then after a while, they started having where you can only see a movie once a day. I mean, a movie once, and that's it. You can't see that same movie ever again. Once you see that movie, it's done.
Oh, yeah, that would be
Because they did that when Infinity War came out, Avengers Infinity War, because they know a lot of people are going to go see it over and over again. They cut that real quick, so you can only see it once, and that's it. You can never see it again. Once you see that movie, that's it. So you can't go one day and then want to go another day with your friends. I mean, you can, but you got to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't use your movie pass.
Yep. And then the next restriction was, I think you can only see 3 movies a month. I think it was. And then after that, a lot of people just leaving. It just pretty much died after that. So this article, I was shocked to even see it pop up as them having a 10.95 deal or any kind of deal. I thought they were dead and gone, but they're still kicking.
From what I understand, they almost were, and that's, and that's, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing too. After I think it's a year, because for the first year it's $9.95. It's an introductory offer, but after that, it's either $15 or $20 a month. After the introductory offer.
Yeah.
So you only get that for so long before they up the price for you.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna be around much longer. If they do, I think the best strategy, they should change their name and start over. Just start over. That's the best thing they can do, because there's no point even keep calling themselves the Movie Pass, because they already buried themselves with that name. They already got a bad reputation and everything now. So I think they should just back off, regroup, rename, they come back out and then try it again.
In other
Even
words,
if you,
be
even
like,
if they did, even if they raised the price, if they did it to like $20 a month or $30 a month, a lot of people, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind paying it because tickets are expensive, man. Tickets are expensive.
yeah,
I don't know where you are. I know in like California, like some tickets are like 15, $16, um, or even close to $20. Ours is what
I don't know.
was 11.50. I
I
think it's
don't
11.50.
you know how long it's
11.50
been.
or $12.
You
I
know how
think
long
that's
it's
what it is.
been since I saw a movie.
I don't know, George. You gotta get out more.
I think the last movie I saw
Uh,
was Jaws. I don't know.
oh God.
No, I've seen
Yeah, I think it was
movies since
eleven
then.
fifty or $10. I think it is now. I mean, 11.50 to $12. I think that's what it is for when a movie just came out. Yeah, I think that's about it. But if you take that and say if you want to see, because we have, of course, got another Avengers coming up, Endgame. We have that coming up, and
Yep.
I know a lot of people want to see it more than once. And say if you go, like, you know, every single day, every time you get off of work or whatever, you get a chance every single day. And if you add that up, $12 here, $12 there, because they're not going to drop that price for a while.
Yeah.
Um, After your third time, you're already at like $36. So if MoviePass came out and they called themselves something else, and then they $30 for a month, here you go. That covers your three times already right there. I wouldn't mind paying $30, even if it was like $50 a month. I personally probably wouldn't mind paying it because, like I said, if they got a good movie that comes out, I want to go over and over again. Or if you go one time, if you want to call up your friends, they didn't go see it yet. Hey, come on, man, you want to go? Yeah, we can go. And I think it'd be great. When they first came out, I just don't think they didn't expect to get the numbers that they got. So that just
Yeah.
sucked their fundings like right out because they were getting users back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Because think about it, unlimited movies, see a movie once a day, no restrictions at all. And someone came up to you was like, "Hey man, $10 a month, you can't beat it. Go to movies every single day, no restrictions." Um, you're gonna think, this is too good to be true. There's no way.
Sure.
There's no way. And you go ahead and try it, and you're going to fall in love with it. Next thing you know, you're going to tell your next friend about it, and they're going to tell their next friends about it, and it just goes on and on. And that's what happened. The funds they had set. If a lot of people don't know about businesses, when you come up with something, you have a certain amount of funds set. And of course, you have a certain number imagined in your head that that you're going to go in and out with this just the money. But it was going so fast. No, their funds were just ripping right out because they got to pay these movie theaters for each ticket they sell.
Yeah.
So it just ripping their funds right from them. If it's like a vacuum and they just sucking the money like right up. That's pretty much what it was. If you can picture that, you can just picture a big room of like a vault with all this money just sitting there, loose money. Someone came in with a big say like one of leaves vacuums, and then they just come in and just sucked all that stuff right up. And how long you think all that money's going to sit in there? How long you think it will take for them to suck all that money up?
Not long
Not
at all.
not long. That's what they did. That was their downfall. So now they're trying to they pretty much cut it for a while, and they're trying to re-strategize. But I know too many people already dropped them. I think it's too late to try to make a comeback because you already lost your huge fan base. And I think, like I said, I think they should just re-strategize. That's what I would do. I would regroup, re-strategize, maybe take a year or two off, and then come back with something new.
Well, speaking of coming up with something new, and this is right up. I'm familiar with EA. So, EA closes Japan and Russia offices amid mass layoffs. Now, and this comes for us from Gamma Sutra, whatever. Here's the thing: these EA and Electronic Arts and all these companies are posting record profits. and they're cutting people because they're apparently, and they're cutting, and this is from their marketing department. And in Japan and Russia, they're just going to farm them out from other closer countries. What country is close to Japan? Japan's an island.
I mean, I don't know why they're cutting those other companies. Yeah, they're just that's a lot of jobs too, man. EA, I know you guys have the money, so I don't know why even you need to do this cut. I really don't. There was no articles or anything relating to you guys having any kind of financial issues. So I really don't get why would you cut. No, these things to put people out of work and everything like that. Because that's just insane. Unless you guys are starting to get greedy and you just want to keep everything else. Maybe they wasn't. Maybe that no, they wasn't doing that good over in Russia and Japan, and you just like, you know what? We're making the most money elsewhere. We're gonna cut that. Unless you're getting greedy and you see them as a threat, then you do what you try to do, but it's still not right.
Yeah.
You should have. Companies can really find another way to do this instead of just doing it and just up and doing it. They can literally find another way to help, these people, and prepare these people for what's going to happen. But unfortunately, like I said, I don't think I never heard of EA being in any kind of financial problems.
Oh no, they're making them. Electronic Arts and Activision are two of the larger gaming companies, and they're making bank. They are making serious bank.
Yeah, because EA, you have to know EA. Then you have EA Sports. EA is part of that as well. So they come out with Madden every year. So like I said, I don't think they have, and it's a huge fan base for Madden. EA also come out with UFC every so many years. They got their hands in a little bit of everything. Every time I turn around, I find something something EA did. They also have the EA Pass. I think he's on Xbox. You can play a bunch of EA games. They deal with golf. They deal with most of the sports and stuff. Racing, like I said, UFC. So and these people, have a huge fan base. And like I said, I don't think they had a financial crisis. And you only do that. You only cut jobs and stuff when you're facing financial crisis. And if they're just doing it just to do it, that is I don't agree with it. It's not right. Especially if you didn't have to. If you just did it just to be an asshole about it. I'm sorry, that's not right. You didn't think about these families or peoples or anything. You just like, whatever. They're not bringing in the most profit. We're just going to cut them. And go ahead, George. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. What I was just going to say is, I mean, to me, there's no excuse. I mean, like you say, if you're doing poorly, you get it. You have to cut back. They're not. The gaming industry as a whole, this is not a problem time for the gaming industry. If anything, it's gotten better.
I mean, so what is Japan? I know Japan is not really as huge as on sports like we are, and I'm pretty sure Russia's the same way. They're not like huge on sports like the U.S. is, and for you to just look at that. That's kind of discrimination. Just because they wouldn't pull in as much, that's still who to say, years down the line that they don't become big sports fanatics and then they want like every EA thing. Then you have a company there set and ready to go for when it happens. But now you will never have that chance.
Yep.
And for you, if it does end up blowing up, if you do end up having a bunch of cells or whatever over there and then they want to put an EA base, I don't think they're going to want you back over there. I don't think that's going to be easy discussion.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy sell.
because you can't just be like, oh well, years ago, we're sorry about that. We see that you guys are doing good over here. We want to retry this, and you got to think because you like these are families and everything that's getting infected
Yep.
by layoffs, and they're going to sit down and think, okay, if we do let these guys come back, and what if they do this again years down the line, then people are out of jobs again. No, so it's not going to be easy to sell. And you guys are
Yeah.
just doing it just to be an asshole about it because these countries are not as big on sports or wherever EA sells. I know they're mainly really was sports and stuff.
Well, Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, Star Wars. Yeah, I know Star Wars like Battlefront 2 didn't do so good.
Oh, yeah, because it
but
had all those loot boxes.
yeah, but you guys were still doing good, and I don't see the reason to cut any of that at all. And that's just being selfish and being money hungry because now you don't have to pay these guys anymore, and now you just bring more money into yourselves. And that's to me, you're falling into that curse that every company is going to fall for, and it's never good. Just to be money hungry, it gets you nowhere. It really don't.
Yeah.
It really gets you nowhere. Like if I ever become a big time YouTuber and if I hit 1 million subscribers, or if I don't, or if I hit even 500,000 and I'm comfortable with that amount I have. If I get more, I get more. If I don't, I don't.
But I'll be there at your coattails. I'll be there.
Yeah, but I won't
Holding on.
I mean, like if me and George get there, we get 500,000 subscribers, and we start making a decent amount that we can actually live off of. We get more, we get more. If we don't, we don't. We're not going to sit there and be like, hey, we got this nice, cool video we did. We're not going to release it unless you give me this many likes or we get this many subscribers. That's getting into the like money hungry then. And after a while, you're gonna be like, you know what? People are just gonna leave you and like, nah, man, that ain't right. That's you just like being money hungry out there now. And there are YouTubers that do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are YouTubers that do that. They get money hungry and they want more, even though they already have thousands of dollars. They get thousands of dollars every month for a check or however often YouTube pays. I'm pretty sure it's monthly. Thousands of dollars a month. And some of them do get money hungry, man, and they do that. They say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. Whoever do this, we're going to do a giveaway to one person. But oh, you guys help me get there, but we're going to do a giveaway for one person.
Now, this, I mean, this could have something to do with our next article. I doubt it, but it could. I don't know that we touched on Google Stadia.
No, we didn't.
What it is, and this is from GameStop. Google is coming out or came out with this little bit of hardware that is cloud streaming of games.
Yeah, we did talk about that though. How ridiculous cloud streaming actually is, but whatever.
Well, that's the thing, and the thing is you and me, we go out, we buy a game, whatever. It's our game, we own it. It's on our computer or whatever, and it's ours. Where if it's streaming, it's not really yours because it's not even that you can play all these AAA titles on any type of device. Well, here's the thing, is you're dealing with latency because some people have faster internet connections than others, and you're dealing with distance too. It depends on how close the closest Google server is to your location.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. Not only is Google getting into this game, guess who else is?
I'm gonna take a guess. Apple,
No.
iPhone.
Worse.
Who's worse than that?
Walmart.
Oh God, no.
Walmart
Oh, my
developed
Lord.
its own game streaming service because why not?
Dude, you guys cannot even build a PC to save your life, but now you want to test your luck at streaming games. So we're going to do this time. With the PC, people put $1,300 and they didn't get everything they're supposed to get inside that computer. And there are tons of channels who even did this, and they broke the computer down to actually see what was in it, and they didn't get a lot of things that they was supposed to get.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do, guys? You're gonna slap a title on there, and then it's not gonna be the game you get? Is that what you're gonna do next? If I want a Call of Duty 7, and then you give me Call of Duty 4, what happens? You guys gonna do that? You guys gonna rip people off again, and then try to maybe do us a back and forth with customer service? Come on, man. Do this. Get your computer service right. Get people the right parts and everything. I don't even see people talking about your computers anymore. Hopefully, you guys gave up on it. I hope you did. If you have not, get that. If you guys still want to do that, get that right. Get that right first. Do that. Stick with one idea at a time, because it don't seem like you guys can think on your feet. Do one thing at a time, please. You can't stick with PCs and screw that up, and then come over and then say, we're going to do streaming services, because you have to have servers to do a streaming service. You can't just half-ass it. You can't have we're going to have 2 servers and then have 300 people try our 2 servers. You can't do that. Get your PC stuff right first. Understand the computers first, because that's going to come in and play a big part in having servers for a streaming service. It's going to play a really big part. Understand the computer first.
Yeah,
and then
that's something you can't cheap out on. Yeah, and that's something you cannot cheap out on. If Google's going to do this, and if they're really serious about it, yeah, it's going to be a little ass backwards in the beginning.
Walmart has nowhere near as much money as Google does.
But they're going to put the infrastructure in to getting it right.
They have a tech
this
team.
Is just one of Walmart's businesses.
Yeah, and they can't look at it. Oh my God, just you saying that just reminds me of Trump, man. It's just you can't treat everything just like another business. When you're talking about streaming games and getting to gaming in general, for one, you already screwed up the gaming PCs. You already pissed off a lot of people with that, especially like a lot of hardcore gamers and a lot of hardcore PC fanatics. You already fucked up that crowd. So now,
they did.
Now you have people who are console gamers or people who even like streaming games that are hardcore gamers, and now you want to try to fuck that up. You guys ain't gonna have a good reputation, man, if you don't do it the right way. Google, they've been doing servers and they have freaking game apps and everything. They've been doing this for a while now. I don't think you guys have a Walmart gaming app. You can just go on and play, and you guys have the online service when people can play through. I don't think you guys even test the waters of that yet. I don't think you guys know what you're doing. I think you should just back out before you even attempt it, because you're planning on, because I think Apple was trying to do the gaming service too. I mean, the streaming service as well.
Yeah, so, but they are too.
You guys are trying to compete with some heavy hitters, and you're not going to win. You are not going to make it.
Well, here's my gripe. Of course, I'm going to have a gripe. I was considering buying a new game, and I thought, okay, do I want like Call of Duty? Well, if I get Call of Duty, it's been out for a while and I haven't gotten it. But then I have to download battle.net and register an account and go buy it there. And then I was looking through the Epic store and I'm like, I don't even, I've played Fortnite. I haven't played it for a while, but I've played it. And I'm not crazy about Epic. I do like the Steam store. Now, I get competition's good, but you know what? I'd also like to get, and we are talking about software here, so there's no reason that Call of Duty can't be on Battle.net, on Epic, and on Steam.
No, no,
There's
that's
no
one thing I
reason.
don't understand. Yeah, I didn't get that either because you can't find Fortnite on Steam at all. You have to go to Epic to download it. The same thing with Apex Legends. You
Yeah,
have to get
where's
that from Origin, I believe it's
yeah.
called .com. You can't just go to Steam and download it. You used to be able to get these certain games right on Steam that everyone was jumping on. It used to be the hot ticket for everyone to go. Now it's like everyone just splitting up and everywhere. But you can open it through Steam. You can still do it that way.
Uh,
But you should be able to go to the Steam store and
and
get
get
it.
it. Yeah.
I don't know why everyone's trying to single themselves out again. Um, I really don't get it. I guess to be, well, if you make this transaction, it's going to come straight to us. It ain't going to have to go through anyone else or any of that. Okay, whatever. That's all fine and dandy. You can still, talk to your stream friends and all that. Um, but it's not right to me. Because did you even like see if Steam was like, okay, the funds would go straight to you? Did you even like consult and talk to them about it
Mm.
at all? Or are you just like, you know what, they're not going to do this, and we're just going to do it our way?
Yeah.
Um,
That's
there
pretty
are
true.
tons of games on Steam. They got a lot of indie games and stuff like that. There are really big corporations that go through Steam, and you think Steam takes all that money if people make transactions on there? No, Steam will have Mortal Kombat, big heavy hitter. You think if someone makes a transaction on there, Steam's going to keep all the money? No,
Yeah.
no. They have a deal that goes through Steam and it still goes to the developer. They're not going to steal your money, guys. You can go through Steam and talk to them. Just because it's free, I don't mean they're going to cut you a BS deal.
Yeah.
They have heavy hitters there. I'm pretty sure your little bit of microtransactions is not going to hurt their pockets at all because they're still going to get something from it, but they're not going to take your whole entire thing. Trust me. They have, like I said, they have Mortal Kombat that's streaming on there. They have other games that's streaming on there. Other big companies that go through Steam.
Hmm. But
So it's to me it's what's the word I'm looking for, George?
they're
Inconvenient. It's inconvenient.
well, yeah, because I'm not installing another
Yeah,
darn
because I
launcher
shouldn't.
just because.
I shouldn't have Epic launcher, Origin launcher, and then my Steam launcher. I shouldn't have all this stuff on my thing just to play certain games. I should just be able to open up Steam, go to the game I want, and be ready to go. I should just have one launcher and just be ready to go.
Yeah, and it should be to the store that you want. I mean, I get exclusives for, a limited time. I get that. But like Call of Duty, you're only going to get on battle.net. And I seriously considered installing battle.net. And I'm going, you know what? I already have Epic. I already have Steam. Sorry, Call of Duty. I've been a big fan for years. Love the zombies. Oh, well. Your loss. I get to keep my 60 or whatever bucks. You're not going to get it because I'm not. And it was funny because, what was it, like 2 months ago, they put this thing where you could download Call of Duty for free.
Yeah.
Well, the catch was, of course, you had to download it from battle.net. And it was only the Battle Royale. That was all you got. So you didn't get the campaign. No, it doesn't have a campaign. You didn't get the multiplayer, which to me, you're charging $60 too. And, you're charging $60 and I'm getting, in effect, 3 games. I'm getting the multiplayer, the zombies, and the campaign. If I can't get online for whatever reason, because, stuff happens, then I could play the campaign. When I'm online, I can get the Battle Royale or the zombies or
Yeah.
or the multiplayer. Well, now they just cut out the campaign. It's like, well, I enjoyed the campaign too. And, even with Steam, I could play offline because, I can't play the multiplayer, of course, because you're not online. But I could play, I've played, just regular Call of Duty, the campaign, when my internet's been out.
Yeah.
Just because I could. you know, because I wanted to, and I could. But and that's the thing with this streaming stuff. You know, something happens and your cable gets cut. You're literally SOL to the games that you're separated from the games that you paid money for.
Yeah, yeah, because it's streaming. It's not actually, you actually don't own the actual product. It's streaming it. You're streaming it from their server.
Exactly.
So if you decide to, skip out on your internet bill, to, cover Christmas gifts, guess what? You won't be able to play none of those games.
No, that ain't gonna happen. I'm paying my internet bill. You're just gonna get, a $5 gift card instead of that sweater.
Everybody, hey man, there are some people that sacrifice their bills for Christmas gifts, but you can sacrifice all you want. And if you sign up for one of these streaming services, if you think you're going to sacrifice your internet bill and think you're going to just come on off of work and fire up that streaming service and play some games, think again.
Yeah, I mean, like what happened to us 2 weeks ago. I'm wondering. I don't know if it was the setting, because when I reviewed it, the first like 10 minutes were fine. It was after that. So I'm wondering if something happened.
It could have been. Something could have happened.
Because for the first about 10 minutes, like 9 minutes, some odd seconds, everything was fine. But then after that, it went downhill. Now, the reason I was so concerned today is because I did make... Like, I made changes last week, but I did some more tweaking this week, and I wanted to make sure that everything was smooth. And because from what I see on my end, everything just looks fine. Whereas, 2 weeks ago, on OBS looked fine. On the other two, it didn't. But even the recording that I did turned out to be bad. But we've been at this for an hour. So it's time for us to mosey on down. My name is George, and it's my best bud,
Jonathan, of course. And you guys have a new show, if you're into anime, called Anime Talk. It is not live because I do like to edit. But if you do ever want to watch the show, you can go on my channel and watch it. I only got episode 1 up so far. We're still trying to get something together so George can be a guest star on my show. So if you're into anime, check out my channel. Check out the Anime Talk. You should be able to find it. And to go to George's subscribers or followers or whatever, however you do it. Just find my channel, j.fba, or you can just type it in. I have a little whoops dog symbol. Should be able to find me real easy. Or just type in j.fba Anime Talk. And like I said, I'm trying to get George special guests on there. We're going to get that going as well. And it's a really good show, and I think it's really going to do good.
And we will see you guys the same bat time, bat channel next week.
Peace.